Kia ora, bros and girls, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take on Red Hulk, and for most people Red Hulk seems to be quite difficult, unless you have the right champ, and even if you do have the right champ, there's a little nuances that you gotta kind of work out. Now, I think there's actually 4 ways to take down Red Hulk. I'm going to show 2 of them here, but I'm going to talk about the 4 ways first while you guys watch me ruin him with a 4-star Void. So option number 1 is a maxed out 5-star blade. It's particularly duped. If you have a duped 5-star blade, then you know what, it doesn't really matter. You can just come in here out DPS this guy, out regen him, and you don't have to worry about all these tactics. If that is the case, you're probably not watching this video, so that's probably not the reason you're here. Option number 2 is using hero reversal, and this would be Void. This would also be Guillotine if you've got her. But I like Void the best of all. Void, when he's duped, he can stack hero reversal charges. You'll see the little swirly things in the top right there. And every one gives you, I think, minus 50 regen, or minus 50% regen, or minus 100% regen. So once you got a couple of stacks, you're completely reversing his regen. And if you've got him awakened, he gets Fear the Void, combines 6 charges into Fear the Void, and that contains your 2. And then when you add another swirly, you're actually doing minus 150 and then minus 200 damage. So it's the thing here is you got to be a little bit patient, and you got to let that hero reversal come, and you got to let it build. If you have tried the strategy and are failing, dying too early, not being able to get it, watch till the end of the video. I'm going to commentate that video later. I'm going to commentate that a little bit with more details, okay? But the third method is to use MCOC's regen, to use his regen against them, and to use MCOC. This is one of my favorite methods. If you have a look here, on the SP1, when you cast the SP1, it reverses 150% of the health of the regen. Now, this is not to say that you're going to be spamming the SP1. So, the thing I like about MCOC is he's a bit more readily available than Void. Void, for most people, is a god tier champ, and they may not have him. MCOC, he's been around for a while now, so a lot of people do have him. Also, you don't need to have him ranked. Also, you don't need him to have him at a very high level. He doesn't need a signature ability. He doesn't need anything, right? So he just really needs enough power to get to the SP1. And also, that's all you need. You just need 1 bar of SP1 and then a heck of a lot of patience and skill. Now, this is one of the best and most satisfying ways to ruin Red Hulk. And also, it takes away the unblockable period of time when he's below 25. Because he will die instantly. You won't have to deal with that so long as you stay well enough away. The tricky thing is, however, to do this, you need to be able to get Red Hulk to over 70 regen charges. If he's below that, and believe me, I've done it at 66 and it hasn't worked. If he's below 70 charges, this will not work. So you've got to wait and be patient. This might take 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Now, how do you build? The question then is, okay, how do I build 70 charges without getting my face kicked in, without attacking him, and without getting cornered? Because obviously, if he gets you cornered, he's probably going to take you through chip damage. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to use a strategy here that I kind of developed trying to do this, which is basically I will just evade away, and then I'll kind of block, and as soon as he blocks and as soon as he goes back and blocks, I'm gonna run into him and do a 4 light hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back off. What that does is, 1, it keeps him cornered. 2, it buys me a little bit more time. So by the time I've done this 4 hit and dashed back, he's got maybe another stack. And as long as I can keep him in the corner, blocked, then he's not coming at me, he's not casting specials, That's less chip damage that I have to do, that's less evading that I have to do, and less chance basically that I'm going to get caught out. I like to make sure that I'm blocked, and then he will go back and block. And once that happens, you can go in there, do the 4 hit, and go back, and just keep an eye, right? So now he's at, he's going up at about 62. This is where I tried to go last time, around here, and I got him down to 9%, and he regened right back, and I died. But you'll see here, now we're going to 67. We got a little bit longer to go. So I'm going to get him over 70, and then I'm going to get ready to use the SP1 here. So I'm going to head back, I'm going to back off, and then I'm going to, oh, I had to intercept him there, and then I'm going to cast the SP1. And you can see the ticks, 30,000, nearly 31,000 ticks. So he's got like 5 or 6 ticks to this, because it lasts for about 2 seconds, the SP. It goes through the block, not the damage, but the hero reversal will. So it doesn't matter if he's blocking or not. Just make sure that you stay away, because you don't want him to dash into you while you're doing that and knock you out, right? So the next strategy, so you've got Blade, the add DPS option. Blade, Domino, Star-Lord, just add DPS him and don't worry about it. You've got the Void strategy of Hero Reversal, and you've got the MCOC strategy. And of course, there's also the Infinity War Iron Man strategy. Sorry, Captain America Infinity War strategy, which if you want to check it out, go check out Satan's channel. It relies on synergies and stuff, but it works effectively the same as Void. Now, if you are watching up to this point, you probably want a little bit of details on Void. So at the start of the fight, this guy doesn't have that many Incinerate charges. Later on in the fight, if you parry him, it's going to hurt because he's going to have 10 Incinerate charges. So what I like to do is I like to parry him to begin the fight, and I'm going to head into him. I understand you've got the Thorns, but you can get to the first SP without too much trouble, without taking too much damage early on in the fight. And then I'm kind of gonna use the same strategy that we did with MCOC. When he's blocked, I'm gonna go into him and keep him cornered. But before I do that, what I want to do is I want to get that hero reversal charge up. So by the time you get your first combo, about 10 seconds has passed. So you're gonna get a debuff on him automatically from Void. And if you can get the SP1, you're going to get a debuff. That gives you like a 66% chance that you're going to have a hero reversal, right? Once you've got that, then it's about just backing off and playing it kind of like MCOC, 4 light combos, keeping him cornered. When he gets unblockable, I really like to use this as well, because while he's cornered, he is degenerating a lot. But if you can keep him cornered and keep attacking him with those 4 light hits, 1, it builds up his SP1, which is easy to evade. 2, that gives you maybe another half a second or a second, and that could be 5 or 10%. That could be enough for him to die or for you to get knocked out. But the strategy is pretty much the same. And be patient. To begin with, you're not going to do a heck of a lot of damage. To begin with, all you want to do is get your first bar power, throw the SP1 to get the hero reversal. And then after that, it's about just letting the regen charges build up, backing away, and when he blocks, get him cornered, because that doesn't take off his regen charges. It gives you a bit more time for your debuffs, and it keeps the degen going. So hopefully after picking up those few tips or a few different ways of battling Red Hulk, hopefully this becomes a lot easier for you guys, and you can complete this. I've done this whole quest without pots or revives. But I have used a heck of a lot of energy. I did use pots and revives on my very first run. But yeah, after that, I kind of figured out the strategy to get around him. So hopefully this helped you out. If it did, like, subscribe, leave a comment. And yeah, tune in. We're going to try to break down Diablo next, I guess. All right, kakite ano, bros and girls.